Sow happiness, vulnerability to grace. A love link story. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier than both put together. Marcus Garvey. The power of words, intention, and interpretation. As a proud mother, I wanted to express to my son my opinion and appreciation for a talk he gave for his college dissertation that blew me away. I phoned him and told him that his talk was one of the best speeches that I had heard in a long time. I told him that the insight and wisdom in his talk has the potential to make a profound impact in this world. Enthusiastically, I told him that it would be a great TED Talk. He then stated, "You are only saying that because you are my mom." I replied, "I am not just saying it, I will always be truthful to you, like you cannot sing." As soon as the words left my mouth, I knew I really screwed up. What I meant to say was that I did not like his punk rock singing voice, which to me is like screaming. But the potential damage was done. The disempowering seed was already sown. The subconscious mind has a propensity for negativity bias. It will give more weight to things that could go wrong and/or to disempowering thoughts or beliefs. The mind will naturally feel the sting of a rebuke more intensely than the joy of praise. It is programmed to look for threats, physical and emotional, egoic, threats that are real or perceived. Note, my son was getting ready to launch his first album. He texted me this statement: "I'm weirdly bothered by you saying I can't sing when I'm just about to release my debut album. I know you meant well by it, but it takes a long time to build up confidence to share your art with other people, and those are not helpful seeds to be planting." Ouch! My heart hurt. It was like a sucker punch to my gut, knowing that I may have unwittingly planted a disempowering seed. My intention was to do the opposite and encourage him to do a TED Talk. I wrote him this letter of sincere apology. "Dear Jay, please accept my sincere apology for my foot-in-mouth mishap. Clearly, I would never intentionally say anything that would be harmful to your psyche. I was merely attempting to express how proud I am of you, your amazing mind, and that I am sincere and truthful in my opinion. I am not just saying it because I am your mom. When I made the comment about your singing, it was in reference to your punk rock voice, which is not my favorite. I love your ballad voice and the lyrics. I mean that with full sincerity and integrity. While I appreciate the fact that my comment may have triggered feelings of a little vulnerability as you are putting out an album, please do not take it to heart. My wish is that both you and I can learn a valuable lesson in this. Please do not let the opinion of another, even my opinion, intentional or unintentional, rain on your parade. Own your art. It does not matter what anybody else thinks. I need to think clearly before I speak. I am sorry that a conversation that should have left you feeling elated and proud of yourself left you questioning your art. Never my intention, FYI. When I shared your last song and album cover with Uncle James, I was overwhelmed with emotion at its beauty. It brought me to tears. I am sorry for my miscommunication. I love you. Signed, Mom. He wrote this to me. It's quite all right, Mom. You need to understand that it's all perfect. The conversation was supposed to happen in precisely the way that it did, because there's an important lesson that needs to be included at the end of your book, if it's not already there. The lesson is that, even after we've integrated these important concepts into our modes of being, we must always remember to be gentle with ourselves. We must also keep in mind that even someone whose life work is built around the concept of sowing seeds will still make mistakes, even with the greatest of intentions. It's a part of being human and learning and growing. We mustn't beat ourselves up over our inevitable fumbles. We must instead use them as motivation to continue sharpening our awareness to become better gardeners today than we were yesterday, and to hold the same loving forgiveness towards ourselves as we would towards others. Many readers will reflect on all the bad seeds they've planted in loved ones in the past. It will be tremendously painful and triggering, but that's where self-love and self-forgiveness will be vital. As Max Amen, 1948, points out, beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. I love you, Mom. Acorn. The subconscious is programmed to default to negativity bias, which is to place more importance on a negative statement or scenario, as a survival mechanism. If you are a parent, it is vital to offer yourself grace. There is no handbook or instruction manual. Do your very best. Sow as much love as you can, and have faith that all is as it should be. It is important to understand this principle to avoid unwittingly planting disempowering seeds. This principle is especially important when communicating with children. It forces one to see the potential threats, real or perceived, to ensure better survival. It is important to give praise and accolades without couching them with criticism. For example, "I am so proud you got 5 A's on your report card. However, I am very disappointed in you with for getting a C." The child most likely will not hear the praise and may feel ashamed about the C. It would be better to have a discussion later about the challenges he or she is having with the class they got a C in. Thank you for listening to Sow Happiness.